Aloha hoku ohana. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. I'm pretty excited to do this reading. The word ecstatic is wanting to come through, but there's almost this electrifying energy around you, and I'm hearing it is your aura. It's something that you embody, okay? And I'm hearing it's the energy that you encompass. So there could be something about your electromagnetic field and people being drawn towards you, especially at specific points in their journey. But the energy that I was receiving last night is I'm hearing that you have a captivating aura, first of all, but you are an abstract concept. Okay, whoever it is that you are, your essence stays with people long after your encounters, okay? And others are perplexed by you or something that you do, the way that I'm hearing they cannot fathom you, okay? So it's like you're an abstract concept. You know, the more that you look at something, the more that people kind of reflect back on things that you've said to them, the more perspectives they gain, especially over time. You know, some of you've said things and people had heard it, but they hadn't actually listened to it. It's almost like they're decoding things that they didn't see before, and they're seeing things that they didn't have eyes to see before, you know, things that they were prior just looking at. But you're so deep, okay? And it's a very interesting energy. So an abstract concept is something that is existing in thought or an idea, but is not physical or concrete in its existence. And this is about you guys really unveiling almost like, again, the human condition in some way and showing people another layer of this reality. And it's really interesting because it's reminding me of something that I was receiving earlier around physical forms originating from plasma crafted by the Elohim to come and engage with the third dimensional realm, where there's a different, it's like, again, on a cellular level, you speak to people. It's like you speak directly to their soul and beyond the superficial. It's like you say exactly what it is that the soul needs to hear at that stage in their sovereign journey. And it's very interesting, the form that you've incarnated into in the physical realm. People feel something that goes beyond it. Again, there's this intercommunication between cells. You have like the cell membrane, right, which is the plasma membrane, and it's like you're speaking to people. Like you could deliver, I'm hearing your deliver of light codes in some way, but whatever it is, it resonates with people on a cellular level, okay? You could help people when it comes to cellular turnarounds or upgrades, okay? But yeah, I'm seeing that like you're waking up the dormant cells within others, and what has lain dormant within them is something that I was singing this song right before starting this reading, and it was just coming through, and spirits wanted me to say it. You know how it's like some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. I can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. It's almost like you are a great catalyst for people, okay? Especially if they've been operating in a loop in some way, you offer them this point of divergence, possibilities that are endless that they never thought were possible up until this moment. But yeah, it's like time stands still. It reminds me of that reading that we did around time stands still around you as you activate people's spiritual awakenings. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. So, you're a walking portal. You invite others to step into and enter into a whole new world or entire way, a new way of existing, okay? And it was in front of them the whole time, and it was hidden in plain sight. So a lot of you are hidden in plain sight, and the interaction that I was receiving last night was like engaging with a Cheshire cat. You know, when Alice falls down the rabbit hole and she's going through this confusing time and she's trying to find her way, right? And it feels like she's lost, which is a state of mind, but really she's being given an opportunity to find a new way, okay, to walk a new path. And that's when you're placed in people's timeline, okay? I'm hearing that's where you intersect with others to help them open up to molding the destiny that is in alignment with their soul's highest possible expression in this lifetime. Okay, so the Cheshire Cat is purple, right? Which also represents the crown chakra. So I feel like this is a highest octave of yourself that comes through, where you're speaking to other people's higher self. You know, it's like you're speaking to other archetypal molds or versions of themselves that they haven't really acknowledged up until this moment. But it's just very mysterious. So the Cheshire Cat is interpreted as a guide for Alice, and it's he who points the way through Wonderland, right? And eventually leads her towards her final destination, which is the garden. So when people interact with you, the message that was coming through was like, it's like having a conversation with a Cheshire cat, and he kind of represents this riddle, right? It's like you guys are this walking mystery, especially in the in the way that you say things or the way that you relate things. It's like you're a mysterious enigma, right? And you know, the Cheshire Cat is a little bit off his rocker, but he's really seated in this cloak of mystery, and I feel like that's how you guys are showing up right now. Okay, wow. There could be something about the violet light too. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I got a notification. But anyway, you're a piece for the puzzle for others, okay? And it's almost like you could notify people of this in some way, but during their rite of passage, it's like you're a jigsaw puzzle piece, okay, that leads them towards a bigger picture of their life. The reason they always remember you is because you were there during this major point of divergence. It's like you helped them put a piece together in the puzzle and the intricate design of their life in some way. And as they make their way towards that bigger picture, it's sort of like they're seeing how important this one piece was. So it's like you interact with a version of people that extends far beyond this physical experience. It's like you don't just change their life in the physical, but also the way that they see their journey, okay? And you help them connect to a version of themselves that extends far beyond the physical. All right. So with them, I was seeing it as people kind of stumble upon you during, again, like a strange time in their life where Alice was stumbling through the woods, and she, after finding herself fall through this rabbit hole, began to embark on a journey that was in a very strange place. And when I say strange, it's almost like this weird place, which is one that can begin to control their destiny and fate in ways that were prior unbeknown to them, okay? And woods in the metaphysical realm represent uncertainty and confusion. So it's almost like people, they come across you during, again, very confusing times in their life, or where they're unclear about their life direction in some way, and they're confronting these hidden fears and challenges within them. And, you know, again, forests in the metaphysical realm and woods represent unknown aspects that are now being revealed, and it's like you help people reveal this unknown aspect within them. And it's like then you appear, right? Like the Cheshire Cat, suddenly he starts singing, the voice is a little bit disembodied, and the words kind of, they sound like nonsense, but finally the smile appears, and then two yellow eyes, and finally a tail, and a whole purple striped animal, and you appear mysteriously. And again, some of you kind of appear and disappear into people's lives as this mysterious archetype. It's like you just deliver, again, some type of message that their soul needs to hear at that stage in their journey, and that's all it is, right? And it's like you kind of guide them through this chaotic landscape of their life and help them see like a secret cosmos to it, but it requires this level of surrender to be able to look at things as having a secret order instead of just being disorderly. But yeah, it's like you don't just offer superficial statements. Instead, you offer this message that speaks to them directly on a cellular level. And it's like at this point of crisis that others are going through, you serve as this guide during the very early stages of people's awakenings, and you know, that remembrance of their divinity. And you help them realize that there is no external map to this. You know, it's not like you have it more figured out than any one of us, but it's like you kind of tell them that the map is within, and they have to be able to follow that internal navigation system, and it's up to them what it is that they want to decide. It's like you make people aware of the forbidden fruit, of some kind of forbidden knowledge, right? And how they can apply their free will and begin to actually consciously create the timelines that they want to step through, instead of just unconsciously keeping themselves in, again, these repetitive feedback loops. And I just got a notification about the second matrix, and also also love languages. So some of you, this could be part of your love language. You know, this could be your love language in some way. Yeah, super interesting. All right, let's continue. So I also got a message about, again, you begin to make people question everything that has even led them to this monumental turning point. And you're a character in other stories that they'll always remember. They reflect back on your encounters days, weeks, months, years after your interactions, because it was in that moment upon your interaction that you began to spark something that had lain dormant up until that moment in time, right? Upon your world line collision, being at the same space and time and the same time and space, you sparked what had lain dormant, which was their infinite potential. So yeah, this is a moment where consciousness began to become aware of itself. It began to become conscious awareness. And in that moment, people begin to behave differently, right? So it's a very, very interesting energy that I'm receiving in regards to this. And again, it's like you kind of leave people better than you had found them. And you tell them something that they can never unhear, even if they try to repress it or suppress it. I was getting it as in, again, you guys are like a judgment call for people. It will come to the surface. Things that they may not want to look at, they will be forced to kind of see. And it's like you expand people's consciousness to a certain degree where it can no longer return back to its old forms and dimensions. You've kind of broken their belief systems and spoke to a part of them that is all knowing. Okay, that's like the energy. And yeah, it's like they cannot unsee this, you know. It's again, it's like you lift the veil and you show people a different layer of reality. So you're an abstract concept. So abstract comes from the Latin word of abstrahere, which means to remove forcibly, turn aside, or to divert. So again, it's like within the story of the Cheshire Cat, he plays the role of a diversion maker, where it's like, again, you help people with this major point of divergence to completely exit out of some kind of self-created cycle of suffering, right? And you kind of show them a door, you show them another way, right? You say something to them that begins to open up like a new timeline, and it begins to make them curious, you know? So it's a diversion from the original path of suffering, and it opens up more harmonious, fluid ways of navigating this experience, okay? So it's almost like the Cheshire Cat really reminds me of Morpheus in The Matrix, right? Where it's like, he offers Neo the red pill or the blue pill, and that's what this kind of scene is. It's like you guys kind of come in as this you know, like god of the dreams. It's like you help people awaken within the dream and become lucid within this experience, and help them remember that they, you know, you are dreaming, it's just in the third dimension. So yeah, even after your encounters, the words that you say, the insights that you offer, it ripples throughout the rest of these individuals' lives, right? These sovereign creators' lives, because it's the moment where they are no longer a passive observer of their reality, but they begin to become a sovereign creator of their reality. So it's a moment of empowerment. Something within them awakens, and it's like, okay, this is what I had forgotten. It's that type of energy. So yeah, what you do is offer another point of view. That's what the Cheshire Cat does, who knows everything and nothing and is still a bit confused, right? So yeah, you act as like this cryptic friend or cryptic guide who offers these answers and these mischievous grins, because you know a lot more than what you're leading on, yet you still have this lens of discernment to be able to, you know, facilitate people with what it is that they need based on whatever plane of consciousness they're operating on. It's like you give them just enough, right? Not too much, not too little, but just enough. That's literally like the it's like you offer this, I don't know, this potion. That's almost what I'm seeing it as. But yeah, it's like you have a talent for even evading agents without a trace. So anyone can become an agent. Anyone who holds on to limiting belief systems and is still completely plugged in and attached to the construct of this matrix. So maybe some of you have offered some kind of words of wisdom or advice, and it's what people needed to hear, but not necessarily what it is that they wanted to hear. And you began to see, again, almost like Agent Smith coming to the surface, right? Mr. Anderson coming to the surface, where people were protecting their belief systems. It was this level of self-preservation, because you could see them going through maybe, again, like an ego death, where they had to release everything that they once knew, okay, everything that they were taught to believe. So again, I was also receiving a message in regards to maybe some people have turned against you in some way in that moment, but later on they still reflect back on those words, and it was needed at that stage in their journey. It's again this very intelligent self-organizing system that we're existing in, and it's like you were organized to almost serve some type of individual at this stage in their journey. That's what I'm seeing it as. But yeah, some people have molded their whole identity and personality around their belief systems, and you kind of come in and, you know, poke at it a little bit, and it's up to them whether they want to break free from that shell of who they believe themselves to be. Okay. But yeah, it's like I'm hearing like you help people transcend certain archetypes, okay? But yeah, in a way, it's very comforting, especially for those who are ready to step outside of that shell of who it is that they thought they were, because the Cheshire Cat is almost like, welcome, you know, we're all mad here, and whatever it is that you do and say, it makes people feel like they're not alone. Okay, it's like you kind of calm the fear of the unknown and you help people begin to make friends with it. So yeah, it's like the proper order of things is also a mystery to the Cheshire Cat. That's what he says. And he also says, you know, every adventure does begin with a first step. So it's up to you whether you want to take that first step or not. So you're full of wisdom and knowledge. Again, he's a cryptic guide who offers philosophical insights. So this could be your kind of vibe. And you offer ideas that are both enlightening, but also a bit confusing, you know? You offer people identity shifts and changes where the Cheshire Cat is able to appear and again disappear at will. And he symbolizes the fluidity of the identity in Wonderland, where his grin remains after he fades, right? And it suggests that one's essence can also persist even when form or presence begins to change or disappear, where it's like, even if you've disappeared from people's lives and you're no longer physically there, it's like you're always there in spirit, right? It's like you're always there, your essence remains, and it's like they cannot get rid of the essence of who you are because it speaks to a part of who they are, right? So yeah, it's a super interesting energy. And it also shows, again, like almost nonsense where you kind of turn people's logic upside down. So yeah, it's freedom and independence. It shows where people can begin to embrace their own path and choices based on their own desires. So you just point out the obvious. That's what it is. You point out the obvious. It's an allegory for consciousness when we talk about Wonderland, where you represent the subconscious, you represent the true nature of this reality, and again, almost the grinning paradox of it. So it's super interesting. You're a super interesting person. You are pretty much that turning point for people. So we're gonna go ahead and see how you guys are showing up right now. Hopefully, I articulated that well. We're gonna go ahead and begin now. But yeah, it was so funny. That's what I was saying last night. It's like you're like having a conversation with the Cheshire Cat. Okay, let's see. Let's see the energy around you. And also what Spirit's showing me is that, again, it's like this state of omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence, where it's like you're the Cheshire Cat and you're also Alice. And I was seeing even like the Cheshire Cat, yeah, the Cheshire Cat, for some of you, it's almost like your higher self or your highest octave. And Alice is almost like the human, right? And you're able to integrate two different truths into your being and realize that, okay, this journey that you're on through Wonderland right now and navigating the world through this otherworldly knowing is unknown. It is a little bit, maybe there is a part of you that has been conditioned to be fearful of experiencing a different life that you're beginning to know, because it's very different from the life that you once knew. It's like you can no longer even return back to your old form or dimension. And I'm seeing like you even guide yourself through this journey and guide the vessel through this journey as well. And also I'm seeing as, again, it's like the state of omnipotence. Somebody probably played the Cheshire Cat for you as well and began to spark something within you, right? Once upon a time. So I wonder who that was for you. Okay, we have the cosmos, right? You guys help people see the cosmos within the chaos, the secret order to the disorder. And we have eclipse, and then we also have stratosphere, which I love. And we also have dark energy. So dark energy talks about, again, making friends with the unknown. You kind of show up in people's life during that time of confusion. And I'm hearing you're just this beacon of light, and you kind of, again, like beaconing people to come and learn more. And then you have eclipse, which shows that everything that has been hidden is coming to the light. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the cosmos first of all. But yeah, it's like you guys are this sacred oracle. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the cosmos. This says, enjoy the wonder of total order, okay? So the cosmos is a universal order and harmony, complete trust and massive growth. Cosmos is universal order and harmony. It is knowing that everything is where it should be exactly at the time it should be. It is trusting in what is coming without knowing exactly what is. Remaining calm as you know that everything is in order and could not work in any other way than the way it is. It's connecting all the dots to understand how everything works. And that's exactly what this is. It's like you help people connect the dots, right? So both inside and out, nature and what is natural. And again, Spirit is really emphasizing this message in regards to as within, so without. It's like you guys have been able to do this for yourself, and that's the reason why you also play this role in other people's lives, or the character in other people's lives. So all of this has an order aligned to purpose of evolution and to the intelligence of the creation of the world, as it could not be any other way, in the heavens as on earth, again, both inside and out, the other and oneself, part of the same, right? All sourced from the same wisdom and learning to return to that wisdom once again. And there is this, divine journey that you have also been through to even, I'm hearing, be applicable for this position in a very conscious way. And I'm hearing like you know a lot more than you're leading on, but again, you say exactly what needs to be said to people at whatever stage of consciousness they're operating on. And I'm hearing this is something that you will also facilitate it with. So chaos is disorder. Random, indifferent, disproportionate. It does not have a goal nor a sense of being. Cosmos is the opposite to chaos. Love for the cosmos is the most radical feeling of the sage who investigates the structure of the universe. And again, you guys are almost, it's like you can look at the structure. There being a secret order to what once appeared disorderly for you, okay, or to you. And you offer some type of sage advice for people. So unlike those who merely live in the microcosm, one who exists in both the microcosm and the macrocosm can begin to understand the hidden forces at work by taking a broader look at where we are. The human being who can connect with both worlds simultaneously in complete harmony can generate a perfect balance, which allows them to appreciate the big picture and the greater plan beyond us. Okay, so again, it's almost like you can look at the microcosm when it comes to your own individual story, but also the macrocosm and how each person has a part to play in the cosmos. Each person has a part to play in the cycles. Neither one is above or below, right? Each is sourced from the same wisdom and learning to return to that wisdom once again. Each children of consciousness at different stages of consciousness, right? Learning to grow. And it's like you help people grow into new hidden aspects of themselves that they had not been aware of before your encounters. Just like this was also revealed to you. Okay, so we have let's go ahead and read the dark energy, because that's literally the next page, and this is the underlying foundation. So the mystery, right? Again, you're like this mysterious enigma. All right, so the mystery, undiscovered potential. Dark energy is one of the most prevalent in the universe and is of unknown origin. So again, there is something that is unknown about you. And again, a lot of you, I'm just getting, you definitely had some type of encounter with somebody who was also mirroring this aspect of yourself. It's like you mirror to others something that, again, is within them, and they can only see that by looking at you, okay, or through your interactions. Dark energy is, again, the most prevalent. It is the darkness where we find our most valued talents, passions, and motivations. The darkness is not about going down into the basement to look for pain. Dark energy is universally defined as unknown energy. What if you were being a certain version of yourself, thinking that this is your full potential? What if there is a lot more to discover by turning a flashlight on? There is much more to discover. And that's exactly what you do. It's like you're a flashlight. Again, it's like you're this beacon of light that reveals an aspect to others, making them realize in some way where, again, I'm hearing not only are they settling, but there is almost this compromisation or tempting path to stay with what is known and what is familiar, especially when it comes to I'm hearing like even dull aspects of themselves, like where situations have kind of like dulled their edges, and you guys kind of come in as it reminds me of this energy in the Shaman's Dream Oracle message where it kind of is the Cheshire Cat card where let me try and find it. It's like, again, you come during a time where darkness prevails. Let me find it. You literally are this character. This is what it reminds me. Okay. You are a joyful muse. You are an inspiration to others. And you help others in some way. I don't know how you do it, but you do it, right? Again, this is in the Shaman's Dream Oracle message, which is like you help people journey into other worlds. Even if it's the same world, it's like they now have this otherworldly quality. Even if they wake up to the same routine every day, it's different. The energetic signature is different. Okay, it's like they see something that they cannot unsee. So I'll go ahead and read a little section of this. So you offer inspiration and you tune into like the inner child, right? A part of people that is untouched by time, unaffected by trauma. And it's like, who are you without your trauma, right? So again, you are yeah, a joyful muse of inspiration, and this is a disruptive feminine force, right? That compels you and invites you to come and learn more about your life, right? And the things that bring you pleasure on a soul level, right? Your initial intentions when first descending onto earth, right? So again, you kind of shake up everyone around you and invite them to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy that they have once perceived in areas of their life. So again, you come to others during a time where darkness prevails and the future seems dour. You help people embrace their gifts, allow them to become playful, and allow them to become a little bit silly. You know, it's that type of energy. Invite their inner child to come on a date with your inner child. That's literally the vibe that it gives me. I'm hearing like it's I'm hearing entangled states for some reason, but there is almost like this resonance between souls. Okay, there's something around this energy that I'm seeing. There's like this correspondence. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else is here. So we have the eclipse and also stratosphere. So let's go ahead and read the eclipse. There's something about secret order to this, because these are in order, like literally the order of the alphabet, right? So shadow to light, one body covers the other totally or partially. The light from one celestial body is blocked by the eclipsing body, which causes it to be temporarily obscured due to the interposition done by another. And this is what you offer for people, right? It's like you help them see blockages within them, okay, in some way. The word eclipse comes from the Greek word meaning disappearance or decrease. Okay, so again, there's like this disappearing act that you do in some way. It's like you bring the shadows to the light and then you kind of disappear from people's lives, because I'm hearing like you served a purpose during that stage in your life. And I'm hearing once like, you know, the mission is complete, once the message is delivered, whatever it is, it's like you may just disappear. You are almost like a temporary companion for a lot of people at certain stages in their journey. So long ago, the Mayans described eclipses as a conflict between the moon and the sun. They dedicated rituals to solve the problem. Astronomically speaking, one body blocks the other, so they were not totally incorrect. The eclipse card refers to a personal thing dulling another by appearing more important. Simply said, so, and again, this is almost like aspects where people may be blocking themselves by thinking, I don't know, that there's almost like, again, not this importance, but the importance of staying with the unknown, the importance of stability. And it's like you help people realize that there is only an illusion of that. Everything is so malleable in this experience, and you don't have to just be rigid or fixated in one way. And it's interesting because we had Woodwives adaptability here behind the Cheshire Cat, right? So it's almost like you help people break out of becoming so rigid in their notion, and you invite this different aspect of themselves to go through this metamorphosis. That's literally what it is. So yeah, it's about things that were concealed that come to light. Let's check who or what is blocking our light. It's like you help the people see where they're getting in their own way when it comes to applying their infinite potential in this realm, and be able to shine, be able to return to a place where we can totally be visible and shine bright like a diamond. It's like, again, you are almost finding these diamonds in the rough, and it's like you polish them and then you kind of just leave them, let them be. And it's like, right, you know, it's like you kind of take people from this place and you show them this something within themselves, and it's like, okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to do with this diamond inside of me? Do I want to mold it into a ring? Do I want to mold it into a necklace? What do I want to do? What do I want to create from this, you know? That's almost what I'm seeing here. It's like something that is imperfectly perfect. Because I'm seeing, like, again, things that are naturally cultured. Okay. And then we have stratosphere. So let's go ahead and take a look at stratosphere. Where I'm hearing the cuts are not perfect, then they do not have to be, right? Yeah, it's super interesting. Stratosphere, okay. Stratosphere. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here. Perfect balance, certainty, and protection. So you offer support, guidance, and shelter, and perseverance, and restore harmony for others as well. So the stratosphere fulfills the role of a protector for all forms of life on planet Earth. I'm seeing, like, people after their interactions, it's almost like, again, like, how did you, what? How? Who are you? You know, and they ask themselves that question again and again, and they keep coming to these different conclusions, but they can never pinpoint who you are. So it literally reminds me of, like, the reading that we did around who are you, because you leave everyone with the taste of heaven, right? So at the highest point, you can find the ozone layer, which is responsible for absorbing those sun's ultraviolet rays. Strata means layer. It's the space of a perfect dynamic and balanced constant temperature that you will find no storms and turbulence. Enjoy the ease, peace, and protection that it brings you. So it's like you bring people ease, peace, and protection. Life as we know it would not be possible without it. So you're playing a very crucial part in the cosmos, and we all are, but you're very conscious of this. You must be. You have to be. And again, the ozone layer is like the intangible part of the body, which, again, it's like, again, plasma, right? Source from plasma. Elohim, source from plasma. Source from plasma, crafted by the Elohims to come and engage with the third dimensional realm. It literally reminds me of an angel energy, and it's interesting because we literally had Earth Angel here. When I was picking up the Star Child deck, this was like the one card that fell over. So it's almost like, again, you literally are an Earth Angel. You're just so in tune, not just with yourself, but it's like you can recognize yourself in others as well. And I'm hearing, like, even, like, again, other fractals of yourself in others. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and see how you're showing up then. I'm going to open up with let's take a look at one of these messages. Why not? Let's take a look at a mirror message. Because this is a mirror, right? You guys are like a mirror. The spirit plane and the chariot. Yeah, you guys, again, this is a spirit plane, right? Let's go ahead and read this card. And again, this is a major arcana. Can I emphasize this? So it's like, I'm hearing after the 6 month cycle, after your interactions, like, major arcanas impact you for at least 6 months. It's like a great catalyst of transformation. That's what I'm seeing. It's like, again, people are never the same after your encounters. Whatever it is that you've said, whatever it is that you've done. I don't know, guys. You're gonna have to tell me who are you? Okay. So willpower, self-assured, confidence, moving forward, rejuvenation. The chariot blazes through the spirit plane and asks us to appreciate our accomplishments. It may still be raining and you may still feel a long way from home, but this card appears suggesting that you have some self-assurance that has gotten you to this point. The dove will guide you to where you need to be. And again, it's like you guys are a dove, right? That shows messages from the angels. It's like you're a conduit of some kind. Have confidence. The direction that you're moving in right now is the right one. So again, it's like, you're like, you know, we're all mad here. let's embark on this journey. The first step that you need to take is the step towards your adventure, right? And it's almost like the full card moment for people, where it's like, again, Uranus, and we even have electricity here. It's like you communicate something to others. It's, again, like that bioelectricity that penetrates their soul. It penetrates through the plasma membranes and the different multidimensional spheres of the body. And it's like, by the time the information reaches them, I'm hearing it just resonates on a soul level. It's like so concentrated, so potent. Even if you don't say a lot, it's like your words that you say are just so impactful. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you impact people. Yeah, super interesting, because this is literally like bioelectricity with Uranus energy, and this is something that comes in out of the blue. Again, it's like the Cheshire Cat appears, right? But he appears pretty much out of the blue. There's this mysterious phase, and there is almost like this because, you know, they say like a lightning bolts never really touch the ground. There's just like an illusion of that. And I'm hearing there's an illusion of them coming from above as well. So it's like, where are you sourced from? You know, that's almost how people are seeing you as well. It's like, were you even ever there? Was this a dream? You know, it's almost like it feels like a dream encounter. It feels like a monumental moment. And I'm hearing when people ever feel lost, you know, like monuments, I'm seeing when people feel lost, right? And it's like you're describing where you are. And it's like, well, what is near you? And you have like this memorable monument, and it's like, right, this is what I see, right? This is what I see, so that I can recognize where I am. And there's something about people always come back to that monument, like representing you whenever they feel lost, and they take that safety and protection that you have like provided them with. It's like they feel safe even after your encounters, just thinking about the words that you relay to them and them carrying those words with them. Again, I'm seeing like, again, light codes, something that they've absorbed within them. It's just like they come back to that, and it's a reminder of how far it is that they've come. Like, you remind people how far it is that they've come. Like, you reinforce this to them. Okay, wow. All right, let's clarify them. Let's take a look at the Chariot and the Spirit plane. Six of Cups, soulmate energy, right? This is like, it's Sun and Scorpio. So when you think about Sun and Scorpio, and you have the Magician here as well. So it's like you guys come up as this mysterious conduit, and you help people kind of like transmute even the most, just dense matter. Like, you help them transmute dense matter and help them return back to their etheric origins. Again, it's like prolonged embodiment in a physical vessel can risk one forgetting their own etheric origins, and you come in as that remembrance by mirroring their etheric origins to them. So very interesting. Again, with Sun and Scorpio, it is pretty much like shining a light on the underworld, or shining a light on the psyche, which is the intersection between the spirit and the physical matter, okay? And it's like you help people see this interface, this user interface, where they begin to see that reality is not what you think it is. I'm hearing the reality that you think is the reality that you'll experience. But whatever it is, you shift the frameworks in which people view themselves, and that's projected in a new form in their reality. It's like reality has reconfigured itself to such a large degree to correspond with this new internal knowing or network that you've reconnected for people. And that leads them to new external networks and places. I'm seeing like a jumpstart energy as well, where it's like you jumpstart something for people. I'm hearing like when all hope is lost. Yeah, super interesting. All right, I don't know how much I'm gonna cover today, just because, well, I don't really have a reason, but just that this is the message that needs to come through. We have the heart of source, unconditional love. Again, you offer others this unconditional love. Again, you speak to the heart of source within them. Unconditional acceptance, serenity. Yeah, and then we have the divine matrix right behind that, right? God instances, synchronicity, interconnectedness, where it says, again, you are at the right place at the right stage in your journey. Source loves you. I love you. You know, do you love you? Do you love yourself enough to accept yourself fully without conditions? And you help people open themselves up to a paradox around, you can love yourself into change. You can love yourself enough to change your life and change yourself. But in order to change your life and to see a change, you must become the change. And you help people become the change that they want to see. And you represent possibility, a new possibility for them. Yeah, super interesting. All right, we'll close out with one more message probably. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. What should we do? Let me see how you see yourself. You have the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Chalices. What? And then you have the Lovers here at the base. The 8 of Chalices. You guys see yourself at a monumental shift in your life where you're upcycling to a new energy. Okay, there's something around you're elevating to an even higher octave. But it's like you're walking away from some kind of comfort zone at this stage in your life. And that's what I mean. Like, you feel like you don't have everything figured out right now, but you're beginning to walk a new path at this stage in your life. And as you begin to walk this path, the path begins to unfold for you, okay? So, very, very interesting energy here. I feel like you're at a major turning point, especially here with the Lovers, right? The Lovers here at the base basically talks about you being at this point of divergence. It's like you're opening up a new timeline for yourself right now, consciously, okay? The Lovers and soulmates as well. Very interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and see. The 8 of Lotuses. Okay, this talks about confusion, uncertainty, escapism, and walking away. So again, this shows where there's a scene that feels otherworldly and you've escaped. You've selected escapism as your coping mechanism. This card shows up to let you know that the disillusionment you have been feeling is not without warrant. If something has brought more confusion than clarity, perhaps it's time to leave it behind. So some of you are at this major point. Oh no, you are. Okay. If you're not at this major point of divergence, then the message isn't for you, okay? You're at this major point of divergence with the Lovers and the soulmate. Some of you could be walking away from a relationship or just something that you felt like was really served a part in the story, okay, of your life. And there is a new story that's unfolding. There's a new chapter that you're being summoned to walk into. Some of you are walking away from some kind of soul contract. Maybe it's something that you were contracted to do in a job. Maybe it's something which is a part of your life. You know, I'm seeing like you guys being married to something. It was something that you were committed to. And there's new commitments that you're being called to make during this stage in your life because there's nothing left for you in a situation to learn. Like something has fully served a purpose and it's like you're surrendering to the cycles. You know, it's like you're entering a new season and seasons change when you do, and you're going through a monumental change right now. Okay, something's being reborn again and again and again, and you're soon to look back at this version of yourself and realize how important this decision is for you. Okay, you're soon to look back at this version of self and not even necessarily recognize them fully. Not as a new version of yourself that you're about to grow into. So let's go ahead and clarify this real quick. Okay, apparently you guys need to hear this because this is important for you. 4 of Wands. Okay, A lot of you, this is soul family members, but there is some kind of reunion, something that's going to be, it's going to lead to some kind of tangible outcome. Now, what I can tell you is there's a drop-off point and a pickup point. That's what I'm seeing. There is almost like, as soon as you walk away from something, you're going to walk into something else, okay? Some of you, it could be a someone. Others of you, again, this could hold like a door for a new opportunity. That's almost what I'm seeing it as. But there's a walking away from something and walking right into something else. That's literally what I'm seeing here. Because this is the red threads of fate, right? Where it says the red threads of fate, you know, they can entangle as many times as they can twist, they can turn, but people that are always destined to come together, or opportunities that you're always destined to come into alignment with, or in alignment with your soul's highest expression or timelines, are about to reveal itself to you. They're about to make themselves known, okay? Especially after a period of isolation that you guys are going to be coming out of. There's some kind of introspection that you've gained, something that you've gathered in regards to new tangible things that are going to be revealing themselves to you. This could be journeys that you guys are going on, right? Physical journeys, physical meetings, physical opportunities, whatever it is, it's tangible. Number 4, it's gonna, matter is about to reconfigure itself in a way that is going to be very, very prominent in your life. Yeah, wow. There's a major shift that you're going through right now, okay? There's a major shift that you're going through. All right, let me get some advice for you then, because I don't want to leave you there now. We have Broken Heart, Archangel Raphael showing his face, so energy around the heart, and we have Appreciation. Take a moment to smell the roses. This does show that something new is going to be coming into your life, okay? It shows that you're going to have so much more to be grateful for, but first realize and recognize how far it is that you've come, and be grateful for everything that has led you to this point, because all of your experiences have been shaping you for this moment, for whatever it is that you're about to walk into, whatever it is that you guys are, this new season. Again, I'll go ahead and read a section. There's like a very specific sentence in here. Choosing gratitude. It tells you they have much more to be grateful for. It also shows she's pausing to experience the blessing of this single flower. Congratulate yourself for every moment you choose appreciation. This decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value. It's guaranteed to bring more worth and richness to you of your life, okay? But there's like a major difficulty that you're overcoming during this time, okay? And a lot of you, it's like some kind of internal acceptance. That's almost the vibe that it gives me. Right, let's see. Sure, why not? Let's get a star child message. Okay, we have blessing beyond the soul path, okay? So again, this is like a major blessing for you guys, and it's definitely a blessing in disguise. Okay, it's definitely some kind of blessing in disguise. Let me go ahead and read this card for you. Blessing beyond the soul path. So you may not fully understand yet. Again, it's a new adventure that you're on, okay? But you will understand very soon. Like, you will understand very, very soon. And there is this understanding, but there is like physical evidence that's yet to play out in your life, okay? Some kind of like physical experience that you're about to be going through, like physical shifts. Okay, so 3. How strange. Okay. So honor all life, exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice, paradigm shift, blessed food, nurture, respect for land, animals, and plants. So the universe invites me to give a blessing to everyone I see today, vocally or perhaps in silence. I am bringing light, clarity, and abundance into their field, even without a word, and thus I am co-creating the new earth. You have drawn this card because you are a blessing to the world. Allow the blessings from your family of light to flow through you, to change the vibration of your surroundings. Without any judgment or effort, you naturally bring light to the dark, peace into battles, and you co-create the new earth. Do you feel drained from giving? Do you feel your gifts are not reciprocated? Honor all life, but let go of the old paradigm so that you don't have to give it your energy. You are ready for an effortless way of expressing your light. And bear in mind, a 4 of Wands comes after the 3 of Wands energy. So again, a lot of you could currently feel like in between worlds, you know? It's like you can witness right now an old paradigm dissolving, literally. And a new paradigm is opening up for you. as you open up to it. So get ready to embrace this shift, okay? Let's go ahead and close out with an angel number message, and then I will love and leave you guys right there. I was not expecting this to go this way, but how interesting. 1616, 1717, willpower and reliance, right? Things are definitely falling into alignment there. So self-reliance, the time has come to rely on your knowledge, your wisdom, your ambition. You have an important mission and life purpose. Leaning on your inner strength will allow more of your path to unfold ahead. 1616, things may feel out of sync, not within your control. The whisper of the divine is asking you to remember that you are being supported and that your will is your superpower. Determination is key right now. And then you also have 1, 2, 3 here at the base. So again, clarification, things are all falling into alignment. This says vision, your path will not look identical to anyone else's, and that's what makes you unique. Remember that this, as you stay the path that feels most connected, the path will continue to lead you into alignment. Let your vision be as different as you are. So, okay. I wish you guys the very best of luck. I hope that this is exactly what it is that you needed to hear at this stage in your journey. If you're not already subscribed to this channel and want to stick around for future reads, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. If you want to join the Discord, join the Discord. Also, check out the discount code that I have down below for these beautiful bracelets by Alter Spirit. I know you guys have copped yourself some already. Yeah, they are absolutely wonderful. Okay, so until next time, guys. Bye.